Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Gemma and today I'm going to be taking you on an upper body mobility session. So all you're going to need today is a yoga block and a ball. So I've got an actual mobility ball, but you could have like a softball, a baseball, cricket or lacrosse ball, something that you can actually get into the muscle with, okay? So we're gonna be doing lats, the rhomboids between the shoulder blades. We're gonna be doing the shoulders a little bit and the pecs, chest. So we will start with the shoulders. So you can move your stuff aside. Start my timer. So we'll come on down to our bellies. Having the arms out to a T. We'll plant the front hand beside the chest. So this back hand, the palm stays facing down, and you're just gonna roll into the shoulder a little bit, okay? If that's way too much, tiny, tiny, tiny movement, okay? Or if it's pretty good, you can always roll onto the whole right side. Relax the head down. If you want to stay here, you can. If you want to bring this into the back as well, you can bring the legs into it. So you can make it a dynamic stretch. So you can come onto the belly and then roll onto the right side, bringing the left foot up to bring it towards the right hand and then down. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to. You can also look towards that right hand as you go. Bring it all the way up the back. Got about 10 more seconds. All right, so we'll go to the other side. Just check in with the shoulder, make sure it feels okay. And then this left hand, it stays planted. We're not way up here or way down here. It's just right out from the shoulder. If anything, maybe a little bit down. Plant the right hand. If you want to just stay here, you can roll, relaxing the head, just breathing into the shoulder. If you want to bring a little bit of movement, bring it into the back a little bit. The right foot comes up to try to touch that hand. Be mindful of your back as you do that. Slow movements. I'm not flinging my foot to touch my hand. And the goal isn't really the foot to the hand. The goal is bringing mobility to the shoulder, to the spine, so that maybe the foot will touch the hand. The goal is the mobility, right? And that'll look different for everybody. Just being gentle with yourself. And again, you've got about 10 more seconds. And then coming all the way up. And then you can push yourself up. So check in with the shoulders, see how they feel. I always tend to do a little wiggle after that. Let's come down to our lats, okay, with the ball. So the lats are these big wing muscles. So we're gonna get right in almost near the armpit, okay? So it's kind of where the muscle attaches to the rib. Ball down. This may not feel comfortable. You don't want yourself to be in agony, but it won't feel, like it won't tickle, it won't feel nice. So you're just trying to find a really tender spot. There it is. Breathe into it, sink as much as you can. Use this hand to hold yourself up as much as you need to, and then release down. Yeah. So again, it doesn't feel nice, but it'll feel better after, right? You want to tenderize that muscle, roll around a little bit, find the areas that you're tight, and sink into it. Nice little tender spot. When you find it, the voice goes up, and I sing at you. Yeah. So really sink into it as much as you can. finding all those little areas. There's one. Every time you see me winking at you, I've found a little spot. And if you can sink into it and you feel the muscle releasing, that's so good. It's the cheapest massage you'll get. All right, let's come on up. We'll do the other side. I'll just flip. So feel how it feels, right? That lat muscle, it may have released. Great. And if you do a lot of mobility exercises, your muscles may not be super tender. And if they're really tender, we may need to do more of these, right? Just rolling around, feel the spot. The voice goes up every time. And then just roll around or breathe into it. Or like you can be still and just sink. And then sink more. Find another little spot. Oh, there they are, right? You might feel the muscle moving around. Get it again. All right, let's come on up. Feel the difference, right? A little tender, it's all good. So let's get right between the shoulder blades, okay? These muscles here. So we're gonna have the ball, we're gonna roll down on our back, and we're gonna wiggle around to find that spot. So you want the ball right between the shoulder blades and then over towards the right a little bit. There it is. So from here, try to crank the neck just in a neutral spot, and we're gonna raise the arm up. If you feel like you need to bend the arm, stop there, and then bring it down. And raise it up. When the arm starts to bend, we stop there, and then release. And then release. So we're trying to get that full range of motion. If you push a bar up overhead, you do snatches or shoulder press or anything, this is a really good exercise to get that range of motion. And it's tender, right? And it might be getting easier. So that's kind of the goal, is to feel it getting easier and easier. Feel a little bit of release. One more. All right, let's switch sides. All right, feel that tender spot. I just kind of have my hand here so I can relax my head and then release it up. Or sorry, stretch it up. And then back down. Find the real tender spots and work those areas. If you're bending your elbow, stop there, go back down. So you want to have your arms straight as you can. Because when you push I think about like when you push a bar up overhead, your arms aren't bent, right? You're getting the bar up straight. So if you think about the movement you could be doing, or the exercise you could be doing, it's kind of easier to be doing this. All the tender spots. And then we'll do one more. Hopefully it's getting a little easier. You've released the muscle a little bit more. And then release. Oh, hard to get up after that. All right, we'll move the ball. Actually, I'll show you a way to get into the pecs too with the ball. To do this, it's a little easier to do this in a doorway, but I'll show you with this, with the block, imagining this is a doorway. Okay, so if you're standing, here's the doorway, and you're getting into the pec here. But I'm gonna do it laying down so I can actually get a little bit of pressure on the ball. So, your doorway. So I'll put it this way. And you find your pec. Again, it could be really tender. And you sink into it. Roll around a little bit. It gets easier to do this when you're standing. So if you're near a doorway, a wall, and breathe into it. And sometimes having your hand here, bringing it up, reaching, And back down. You'll feel the muscles start to release under the ball tension. All right, let's do one more. Feel the muscle moving under the ball. All right, we'll release that. And then we'll go to the other side. So setting your ball up. Find your pec and the tender part of it. And sometimes you have to roll around to find that area that you know you need to work on. You might do it a few times and go, I don't feel it. And then you roll it slightly to one side and you go, ooh, there it is. That's what we want. Again, it shouldn't be painful. It should just not be very comfortable. All right, do one more. And then we'll come on up. All right. So we rolled around on the pec, and now we can open up the chest here. So grabbing your block, so your block might be low here, you might put it on the higher spot. You can start on the low. So you wanna roll down, everyone's gonna have this in a different spot. So you wanna roll down. I like to kind of open up the shoulder blades, and then as you roll down on it, open up. You can relax your head down. You can also have another block underneath your head. And we just want to relax and let the chest open here. And if you're not really feeling this, maybe you need to up the height of the block. So you can have it up. Sometimes it's the most awkward thing to get down onto this, but you open up the scapula, the shoulder blades, and then you kind of wrap the shoulder blades around the block, opening up the arms. So you can extend the legs or you can have them bent, but you want to find a spot where you're comfortable. And if it's not comfortable just to have your head like this, you can put another block or a pillow or something underneath it. But trying just to relax the shoulders down and just letting the chest open up. So you tenderize the pecs, and now you're kind of just letting the shoulders hang down. You're stretching the pecs a little bit. Breathe into it. See if you can relax with every exhale. Let's do one more deep breath. Perfect. So tuck the chin, roll yourself up, come up onto the forearms, and then come all the way up. You can set that aside. So short and sweet mobility session for your upper body. So thank you so much for signing in, and I will see you guys again.